Hello everyone, welcome back. As you guys can see, we are going to be making a mix. Now I don't have a name for this mix, so I would like to let you guys pick a name for this mix because I haven't thought of one yet. So whoever I pick, I guess I will go ahead and do I'll send you a free teaspoon of the mix. I know I've done this before, so you guys know more or less how that works. I haven't done one in a very, very long time. Anywho, this is going to be a make-a-mix, and I want to start doing make-a-mix Mondays, okay? Now, I'm not going to, I can't say for sure, like I don't want to guarantee and say for sure, I'm going to do it every single Monday because I mean, life happens, things come up. So, you know, there may be a Monday that I skip or whatnot, but when I do my make-a-mixes, which I do want to do more of, when I do my make-a-mixes, most likely I'm going to start doing make-a-mix Mondays. So you will see those get put up on Mondays. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this mix. This again is going to be a very spring-inspired mix. All right, just because I've been thinking spring lately, and we are finally getting it is now March, and I'm hoping all the winter and the snow is behind us, and I am so looking forward to just some more greenery and more green and more spring. So the first glitter that I'm going to use, and I'm going to show you everything that goes into the mix, and of course you know how my make-a-mixes work. You're going to get a full tablespoon of everything that comes in the mix. Alright, so the first one is going to be as my base, I'm going to be using a lot of this, all right, which is my white Fantasy Iridescent with the purplish gold shimmer effect. As you can see, it has a golden shimmer, and then it goes to that purple. Okay, and I believe I also have this this white without the golden shimmer as well. So you can just, if you need some of this, you can let me know if you like the gold shimmer one or the plain one, and I will go ahead and double check, but I'm pretty sure I have it without the gold as well. But I wanted to go with the golden effect for this one. I want to go with a light eerie feel to this one. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with this, and I did pick a big bowl, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do 3 of that. Okay, so that's this. You're gonna get there, and I'm gonna see if it's gonna be quite a few of them in this one, so I'm going to try and fit them in frame if I can. This is the violet shimmer. I call these my mermaid effect glitters because even though it is a little bit on the larger particle size, you can still do the rubbing effect with these a little bit, and you will get that really pretty. If you like lay it flat on the nail, you will get that nice violet shimmer to stand out a lot more. So yeah. So coming up next that I'm using also for my base is going to be this one here, and this one is a solid pearlescent with the cold effect, and these are really tiny, like 1 mm, and they have the blue with a very soft pink touch, and also some gold in there as well. So tablespoon of this you're also getting. Okay, also part of my base here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some nice big, because I need to make enough for my shop. So there is my main base. Okay, let's get these ones out the way here. Let me give this a quick mix here. And I wish my camera would pick up all the shimmer. I don't know if it is, but this purple and blue shimmer is looking stunning together with the gold. Really love it. Okay, so there's our base. We're starting with our base. Now I want to go ahead and throw in some of this Mylar here, and this Mylar is what I call my opalescent a solid white Mylar. It's not kind of the see-through stuff. It's very, very sheer. Okay, I've had this on my nails before, I believe. So I'm going to be throwing some of this into there. You're going to get a tablespoon of that as well. So let me go ahead and, okay. And this is what you'll get. This is a big tablespoon, okay? These are my tablespoons, so that's what you'll be getting in your bags, okay? It's a very generous amount, okay? Okay. Next up, I'm going to also be throwing in these ones here. And these are some really tiny mirror effect with the blue tone, but it's their little tiny squares. And I believe these are 2mm. Alright. So you're also going to get that in your set as well. I want to make the base as sparkly as I can get it. And go from there. Okay, so let me find where did I put my squares. Here they are. And again, I'm also going to do a half a teaspoon of, like a half a tablespoon of this, more than half. Okay. However, you are going to get a full tablespoon, okay, of everything. You're getting a full tablespoon of everything. Okay, so don't worry about if I use a smaller spoon or whatnot in my mix. Everyone's going to get a full tablespoon of everything, and you use it how you like. If you like more of a certain color, you go ahead when you make your mix, you can do that, okay? So let's see how this looks so far. See, that's what I like. I want that shimmer effect from the squares to give it kind of that speckled look. And that in itself is a beautiful mix all by itself. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, so next, what I want to add are butterflies. Of course, we need butterflies, right? So I'm going to add these really beautiful yellow pearlescent butterflies. Okay? Tablespoon. I'm going to just add little bits of color here. Okay? I'm going to do a full teaspoon. Okay? A full teaspoon. A heaping teaspoon, as you can see there. Alright? I'm going to also add a teaspoon of the pearlescent in the lilac color as well. Okay. Also just a teaspoon. This is my preference. Again, you can make it however you want to make yours. You can add more of a certain color, but I want to kind of evenly disperse the colors throughout, okay? So I also want to add the pearlescent white. This is kind of the same as the Mylar, but these are in butterfly. And these are my opalescent white. Also a tablespoon you're going to get there. So there's those right there. Like I said, you're going to get a really nice large make-a mix this time around, okay? I'm also going to do a teaspoon of that. I'm also going to be adding these ones here for a little pop of color, and these are the Fantasy Rainbow, and these are in 2mm dots. Okay, so you are getting a tablespoon of that. And those are, I'm sorry, I have stuff everywhere right now. I was currently working on a mix for someone from Etsy. So I have like a bunch of glitters thrown on the side. So appreciate you guys bearing with me here. Alright, so there is that. And then I am going to also be adding these yellow tiny little, these are, I believe they're Hexies, and this is like a really soft yellow. It's pulling up a bit brighter on screen, but it is pretty light. It's a really pretty soft yellow, and they are my satiny matte, and I'm going to be throwing some of those in there. And I just call these kind of like my shiny matte, I believe is what I call them, and I'm just going to throw a teaspoon in there as well. And that's what they look like. You can see they're kind of like a shiny satin. Okay, so getting that. Let me put these over here on the side. I'm also going to do a teaspoon of the orange, also in the shiny matte. Okay. I have these ones in my jars. Okay, we're going to do a soft teaspoon, and what I mean by a soft teaspoon means it is leveled out. That is a soft teaspoon when I level it out. Okay, a heaping is when it's, you know, like kind of overflowing. Okay, so I'm also going to be adding, I want to add a little bit of green to this, so I'm going to add some green neon micro tinsel, and micro, I mean micro. I mean, these are super easy to work with. So they are really pretty. Okay, so get a teaspoon of that in there. Sorry, my heat just kicked in. We've had nice 60 degrees weather for the last few days, and then today all of a sudden it's down back to like 20 something degrees, and tomorrow's going to be like 30 degrees, and I was enjoying spring for a minute there, and now it's right back to snow, which I think we will be getting tomorrow. So there we go. I threw a teaspoon of that. I'm telling you, our weather out here, it is absolutely crazy. One day it is hot, and the next day it is freezing, so my heater has been kicking in again. Okay, also for some green, more green, I'm also going to be throwing in these little hexie spangles right here, and these have a beautiful golden shimmer effect. Alright, for another touch of green there. I'm thinking green just because of spring, like I said. I'm also going to do a teaspoon of that. There we go. And this is a generous amount, okay? It was a little bit overflowing there. I am also going to do these blue spangles, and these are the swirls with the pinkish purple shimmer. Okay, let me get that as well. Let's go ahead and do a teaspoon of that. Actually, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons because I really didn't throw any blue in here. So I want to do some blue in there as well. So there is that one, okay. And then for a little bit pop of color, I'm going to throw in a tiny bit of this purple, and this is the shiny matte purple. Also the really tiny hexies. They may be, I think, smaller than 1 mm is what I'm thinking. I think they really are smaller than 1 mm. So you're also getting that. And for that, I'm only going to do about half a teaspoon, just because it is pretty dark. So a little bit more, maybe, as you can see there. Okay, so I'm throwing that in there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a mix. Let me get my mixing spoon because I don't want to contaminate the glitters if I have to go back in them. So if you guys can come up with a name for this, it would be awesome. I have not thought of a name for this yet. And I'm looking for something spring-like. I'm looking for something, I don't know, there's pretty butterflies in there. I mean, I love my butterflies, so if you guys want to think of something for me, definitely let me know. And if I do choose your name for the mix, I will definitely send you a teaspoon of it as a thank you for helping me name it, okay? That looks really pretty, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's missing something. And I want to throw in, I have it already bagged up because I wasn't sure if I was going to use it or not. But I do want to throw in a little bit of black in there. And I'm going to go with the really tiny, shiny matte Mylar, and they are also micro. And I'm gonna throw the tiniest bit amount in there, just kind of to break it up a little bit, but you're gonna get a full teaspoon of that. Now for this one, I want to use very little, so I am gonna go with my smaller spoon here, because I don't want to take away from the mix. So I'm gonna use my really tiny, 1/4 of a teaspoon here. I'm gonna use less than that. Okay, very small amount, and this is gonna just help break it up. All right, I promise you I'm not ruining it, ladies. I'm not gonna ruin it. I know some of you are like, don't you dare throw black in there, but I do need to break it up a little bit, and you can barely even tell there's any in there. But I don't know, for some reason I do notice that the black sometimes allows the colors to actually stand out. And if you're using a lot of pastel, I'm gonna throw a little bit more. I have noticed that if I use a lot of pastels or like soft colors, sometimes they kind of clash, and so you don't see all the colors in there. And when I throw in a little bit of black, you actually see the colors stand out. And I don't know if you guys are noticing that the colors are actually starting to pop out a little bit more. It's not so washed out as it was. So yeah, it's a little trick for you guys. When you guys see that your glitter is just missing something, you want to throw in a little bit of if you do, like for instance, you're doing a light color mix, and you feel like it's too washed out or something, and you want it to pop, throw a little tiny bit of black. Doesn't have to be hardly anything. Look, see, you could barely tell it's in there, and it made the color stand out more. And if you are doing a darker glitter, if you want to throw in just a touch of a white, or a touch of, it doesn't even have to be white, it could just be a soft pastel color to something dark, you will see how the colors just totally complement each other and how they stand out. But you can see how much it's, I don't know, it just works for me to help the colors stand out more. Okay, that's just my preference, and it's really, really pretty. It's really still very pastel-y, still really soft, still very spring. I really, really like it. Super pretty. So that is my mix. I hope you guys can get a good look at it, and you guys are inspired with a pretty name for it. Definitely let me know if you guys come up with a pretty name for it, and like I said, I will give the winner a teaspoon of it, and I will just throw it in a little envelope, or no tracking or anything. I'll just throw a little I'll throw in a little stamp on it and send it on its way. And there you will also be getting a tablespoon of the mix when you purchase the Make-A-Mix. So there is your Make-A-Mix, guys. And like I said, I'm going to start doing my Make-A-Mixes on Mondays, so I can just do Make-A-Mix Mondays with you. And like I said, there's no guarantee I will do it every single Monday, but I will try my best to do them on Mondays when I get the chance. I have just found that I do always have a little bit of more spare time, kind of Sunday evenings and Sunday nights. I have a little more time to myself to go ahead and make a video for this, and then I could either pop it up at midnight for Monday and just leave it up, or I can even do it Monday morning, put it up. So that's something that kind of will work a little bit in my favor by doing it this way. Alright, so something for you guys to look forward to as well. Again, so let us go through this real quick. You're going to be getting all tablespoons, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. If I did that correctly, because I swore I had something else I wanted to throw in here, and I didn't. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that. So there you go. Okay, just wanted to make sure. So this has no name, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys, of course, choose it. So I can't put up what the name is, so I'm just gonna leave it up as Make a Mix Up. And I'm gonna start doing my Make a Mix Mondays, so you guys can look forward to that. All right, this one I just wanted to put up and leave it up for the week for you guys, and then yeah, look forward to the Make a Mix Mondays. All right, so I am asking for this. Let me get my phone out here because I don't have my calculator with me. So here's my calculator. I'm going to be doing the tablespoons for $1.50 a piece, which is a really good deal. $1.50 times 16 baggies, and that comes out to $24. So I'm just gonna do the whole bundle for $25 shipped. All right, and of course I'm going to take out the money from here for the shipping. So you are definitely going to be paying less than $1.50 for each baggie. Okay, so that's still a really good deal. All right, questions, comments, you can leave them below. And I hope you guys like this Make a Mix, and I look forward to seeing what you guys want to name this really pretty, beautiful mix. It's a very pretty spring-like mix. Super pretty. Okay, so I leave you guys with that. Alright, you guys, thanks so much for tuning in as always. Questions, comments, you can leave them below. And until next time, guys, bye.